I feel like, I've totally succumbed to that desire. And so I guess I'm trying to less succumb to,
Which desire?
well, all of it: money, cars, the
Well, not totally. I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here if you totally succumbed to that desire.
I'd have to have a car, but.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I see it in my son too, because if you watch children's television, it's worse.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, then I'm trying to.
It's amazing I didn't grow up a homicidal murderer with the stuff I grew up on. The cartoons.
And, well, what they eat.
Oh, yeah.
Food. And
yeah, I grew up on Captain Crunch and coffee.
Yeah.
And then they're always trying to mellow me out as a kid, It's like, they didn't know. I know.
Well, I guess it just really resonates. And it's that, I don't know what it is. It's just, I still feel this pull to be in that space that, oh, yeah, that's really the car I want now. Mm-hmm. Or that's important.
Right. Okay. Have a great time. See, I'm not one of those spiritual guys that thinks that you should want anything other than what you want.
Uh-huh.
Because, hey, anything other than that is arguing with what is, isn't it? So if that's what you or somebody else wants, I say fine. That's how the one is functioning through you. Great, go ahead. Want it as much as you want. There's nothing wrong with it. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Isn't that amazing? Nothing in the whole universe except your thought or somebody else's thought is going to argue with you for wanting or be what you want or being the way you are.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
Well, I'm arguing with the wanting.
See, that's why I say this stuff. Right?
I want to not want to want, right? But I still want that or that.
That's what comes up when you have total permission to want anything you want or to chase anything you want to chase. Something inside of you already recognizes, wait, now that if I can actually do it, something inside us, it's not really satisfying.
Yeah.
Right? Temporarily. Mm-hmm. Look, if I get a new something or something, there's wow, I got it. But I know that it's just like, eating a candy bar. It's not a good meal.
No.
Right? So what about that part that knows, because you've probably like me and probably like I would imagine everybody in this room, how many things have we all got, things that we thought would really make our life happier? Just immense amounts of them. Even the people that don't have, have been probably financially strapped their whole life. You bought your little, 3-inch TV. That'll make me happier. I had to save for 20 months to do it, but I'll get it, and then did it. So we are all together in a room full of each other, that we've all gotten immense number of things that we actually thought would make us happier.
Right.
And of course, we all got that little adrenaline burst and that little sense of when we got it. But the promise was always a false promise, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Always. 100% of the time. It never actually made us happier.
Not for very long.
No. Just a little burst.
Yeah.
$50,000 for a car. A little shot of adrenaline, That's it? $50,000. That's all I get? Just. So when you really start to see it, when we really start to see, there's nothing wrong with wanting,
mm-hmm.
but getting what I want isn't what makes me happy.
Right. Oh, I know that.
Now, what do you want to ask me? You know it up here.
It's like I want to let go of that wanting coal.
You want to let go of the wanting coal?
The coal that's in my hand burning me, saying, you shouldn't want.
But that's not true. Is there anything outside of a thought that says you shouldn't want?
No.
Now, what's deeper than that? What's really, now when you get rid of I shouldn't want, like it's some moral defect or something, and that's just surface, right? That just sort of hides what's really happening inside. It's not really about whether I should or shouldn't want. What do you really want? Really want?
Just to be loved.
Just to be loved.
Appreciate what I have.
Appreciate what you have. Mm-hmm. And what keeps one from appreciating what is?
Wanting something else.
Wanting something else, constantly. And what wants something else is your false self. You ever noticed?
Uh-huh.
You want what you were conditioned to want.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a program. Inserted. This will make you happy. And it's never with what is.
No.
Right? Even when you get everything in that programming, it's still going to operate. Even when you get it all, it's going to go, but I want more. So there's only one cure for this wanting. And it has nothing to do with trying to get out of your wanting. It doesn't work that way. Nobody gets beyond their wanting by trying to get beyond their wanting. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Nobody actually does it. All you end up with is a suppressed wreck. You know. Who wants?
How do you mean? What?
I mean, what are you? When you say, I want.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody says, I want, whatever it is. I want.
Right.
We all know what we want, right? What's back here? I want. What's this I that wants?
Uh-huh.
What is that? Really, what is that?
I guess I'm not sure.
That's the place to start. You walk in here 1 minute, and without thinking about it, you're pretty sure about who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm this guy, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you look for like 5 seconds, and you start, I'm not even sure about what I actually am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who I am that wants. Or doesn't want to want. Right?
Right.
I mean, those are just two opposing forces. I want and I don't want to want. It doesn't tell you what you are, though, does it?
Yeah.
It just tells you what you're experiencing.
Tells me what I'm not.
Right. So what do you find when you look? For yourself, right? Not to get the right answer or any of that nonsense, but you actually look for yourself.
Uh-huh.
What's behind this mask here?
Yeah, I've been asking it. The first time I came to this, you were talking about the conditioned mind. I have never stopped thinking about that since I heard it. What that, because that's my conditioned mind that wants this or that, or have a little more money, or a better car.
Right.
And obviously, there's times I find myself, that.
But it all comes from this void. It all comes from this sense of, I mean, I'm just going to put it in words, right? Is I don't even know who I am. I don't even know I'm walking around the face of this earth, and I don't even know what I am. This is a pretty big hole in the center, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's walking around. They know what they want, but they don't know who they are that wants it. So what are they doing? We're throwing things into it, right? Mm-hmm. Success, being loved, being recognized, Ferraris, houses, money, people. It's this constantly trying to fill something that just will never be filled, will it? The more you throw in, it's like throwing it into a black hole. It just devours it, and it's wanting more. So this whole drive of really humanity, much less individually, is we don't actually even know what we actually are. And so we've got to fill that void up constantly. Constantly we must cover that fact up. But what if you don't cover it up?
Mm-hmm.
Just for a moment. What if you enter that space where you realize, gee, when I look, I don't know.
That's scary.
Yeah. Right? And that fear is what's driving all the wanting. Instead of being afraid for a few seconds,
Yeah.
you want for a whole lifetime. So why is it, so you look inside and you're looking for, what is it here? What am I? I'm the one that's living this life, right? I'm the one that's wanting or not wanting. What am I? What's here? When I look inside for myself through your own authority, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your own. Everyone is their own authority. You look inside for your own, for you. Isn't that amazing? And you look inside and the first thing you realize, I can't find it.
Yeah.
Isn't that why you say, I don't know who I am?
Yeah.
I mean, if you found something, you'd say, hey, I'll just guess what I am, da-da-da, whatever. But you don't find it, do you?
No.
And it's frightening, isn't it? Because nobody ever told you about that. Nobody ever told me about that either. I'm going to look inside for the better version of me, the new spiritual guy that's not going to want anything, that's going to be really enlightened or really unattached or whatever.
Yeah.
And shit, there's nothing there. But there must be, the mind says, right?
You'd hope.
Yeah, you'd hope, huh? But hope doesn't save you in the truth business, does it? No. This is about the truth, not hope.
Right.
So there's this great space of not you, not your idea.
Yeah.
Right?
That was it. That was the first that you were talking about, the unborn and the.
That was several weeks ago, right? A few weeks ago.
Month or so. Yeah. Yeah. I have not stopped thinking about it.
Good.
But
I got you. I'm a fisher of men too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's scary.
That's scary. You find out this wanting thing, it'll be done with. You don't have to. Then wanting just comes from this sort of drive of wanting.
Right.
You take me to the ice cream store. You say, "What you want?" I'll be able to come up with something. But it's not the same thing as this drive, right?
No.
I'll be happy, satisfied, fulfilled as a human being. Right? You find out what you are. I mean, it's staring you right in the face.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
There's nothing there, is there?
Uh-uh.
So you tell me, you're nothing. What's it like to be the nothing that's there?
Wants to be something.
This mind wants to be something, doesn't it? What about the nothing?
Well, it doesn't want to look at nothing.
Well, don't look at nothing. Be nothing. Tell me what it's like to be the nothing that's there. It's frightening to a mind that looks at it.
Yeah.
But what's it like to be the nothing that's there? I mean, hasn't that been sort of a hidden, unconscious hint the whole way along as you are creating this false persona? Remember, we created it from childhood, and then in adolescence, we kept exchanging it for a better phony persona. And then, then we become mommy or daddy or the lover or da-da-da-da-da. And they all seem kind of nice at the moment, but then there's a ring of inauthenticity. Right? And that's the ring within us. Inauthentic. It's not who I am. It may be what I do.
Right.
Like you said, you take pictures, right? Photographer?
Yeah.
Right. But photography is something you do, right?
Right.
You aren't a photographer.
No.
Photography is what you do, not what you are.
Right. Yeah. For a long time, that was what I was. And I just realize that's not what I am.
Yeah.
What I do, but
neither is anything else.
Yeah.
It's like a package deal. Eventually you realize nothing defines what I am. And that statement works both ways, by the way. Nothing defines what I am, and nothing actually does define what I am.
Right. That's when it really got scary, when I realized that's not who I am.
Yeah, that you're
That
not.
was maybe the first part of that.
No, the fear always means, when you get afraid, it means good, you're getting in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Our minds think I'm really gotten out of the vicinity. But no, you're getting very close when you start to, existential terror is a very good sign spiritually.
Then it's working.
It's working. I'm doing my job. If you get afraid, I'm doing my job. And you're doing your job.
Well, thank you.
Here's the homework. Just not for your head, but for like everything below your head.
Okay.
What's it like to be the nothing that's here? And you just play with it. Take it lightly. See, like, how old is the nothing that's here?
Say that again.
How old is the nothing that's here?
I don't know.
You see, isn't it fun? Is the nothing that's here a guy? A male nothing?
I don't know.
Check it out. No, it's right there. Is it a male nothing? A female nothing?
On the driver's license, it's a male nothing.
Right, but that's the picture.
Yeah.
What about from the nothing? On the exterior, of course, male.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. We're not arguing with that at all.
Right.
What we're talking about, what wears this suit. Right? That nothing. That's what I mean, play with it.
Right.
How old is this? Is it a male nothing? Is it a female nothing? Or neither?
Right.
You just kind of, it takes you into this intimacy of your own being.
Right.
And just by coming into this intimacy of your own being, the recognition comes all by itself.
That's a scary intimacy.
Good. Come closer. Closer. Remember I said fear means you're getting in the right vicinity usually?
Yeah.
Right. Because we're talking, this isn't something your mind can make any sense of, can it?
No.
I mean, from one standpoint of view, it just sounds like a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
But from when you're actually experiencing your own experience, you're experiencing things you never actually knew were going on. And it's at the beginning, it's a little shocking. You mean I spent a whole lifetime manufacturing this phony persona and it's not really who I am? And there's not even a better version of me in there?
Uh-huh. Right.
And your mind says, my God, if I'm just nothing, that's, good Lord, that's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm here to say, well, why don't you be nothing and find out for yourself?
Mm-hmm. And as soon as you say that, my mind wants to figure out how to be nothing.
Right, but it's already, it can't.
No.
Right, no. It's perfectly set up so your mind fails.
Yeah.
It's a lived thing, right?
Right.
It's the nothing that's looking out of your eyes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't what's looking out through the conditioning, through the me, the very awareness itself. That awareness is taking this, my form in right now, right? That awareness. That's the nothing.
Well, I know I'm in the ballpark now.
You're in the ballpark. One last question for you.
Okay.
This awareness, this nothing, this awareness, does it want?
No.
So you see if this awareness appreciates life just as it is right now.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Come back and tell me how it goes.
I will.
I want to know.
All right.
Will you? Thank you. Enjoy yourself. Yeah. It's about the richest nothing you bump into. And we miss it because we think, yeah, it's nothing, you know. It's not that hard to get a little taste, get your toe in there, and yeah, nothing. I don't know who I am, and, you know, there's a big empty space there, and that's nice. And it seems like nothing, the nothingness of nothing. But if you open up to it, that's why I say, what's it like to be it? Then it reveals itself as much different than just the nothingness the mind touches. It's much more than that.